And you're good.
Hey everybody, today we are doing a 2019 Ram Limited with the e-torque option. Now we're not going to go through this whole truck like we did on the other Limited. We don't need to because you can go back and watch that video. But this truck has the e-torque mild hybrid package in it, and right now it's on auto stop start, or that has activated. So when I take my foot off the brake, boom, I already can go. It's still the same 5.7 liter Hemi. It's a 3.92 rear axle ratio. Truck's pretty sporty regardless without this, but I'm assuming that this truck will give me some good feedback on the highway. I wanted to kind of compare it and basically see what's different about it and how well does it drive on the road. So as we're cruising here in town, it's pretty darn smooth. It's very quiet, like a lot of new trucks are nowadays. I got my heated steering wheel on. I've got my heated seat on. Yeah, I sure like how this truck is doing pretty good. Now, usually the e-torque only comes in about that 1500. What did you say that was, Thomas? It was about from 1500 or 500 to 1500?
Yeah, basically from 0 RPM all the way up to 1500 RPM. So what it provides you is torque during low RPMs.
Yeah.
So typically with a truck or any vehicle, when you first get going with an engine, you may lose some of your torque. So basically, you'll always notice a bit of a second or two lag going from brake to gas and get going once it shifts into gear. Now, a reason for that is it's going to take torque in order to pull your vehicle forward. So you have to build up that torque by building up your RPMs on the engine. Well, what this e-torque does is it replaces that 0 to 1500 RPM of zero torque, and it actually pumps in torque for you. So you basically have got instant response. So it's great for when you're towing. You can actually start towing the vehicle without having to build up RPM, so there's no lag. It's a lot more responsive. Helps with fuel economy as well too. So just all around, it's something that we're very proud to present in our new Rams, and I think that's going to be a hit.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that GM brings it back so that we can also compare it, to each other and say like, well, what's different about this? What's different about that? What's different about half the options in the truck? That's what I want to find out, because a consumer may say, well, I'd like a mild hybrid. I would like a mild hybrid, but what can I get from Ram? What can I get from Chevy? And I've heard rumors that actually Ford's bringing out a mild hybrid as well. So that's going to be interesting to see. Let's get ourselves out on the road here a little bit. Ooh, it's a little bright outside. Yeah, just a little bright. Alright, I think we can kind of stop here quickly and just do a good acceleration test. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go. Snow off your truck. Yeah, so I noticed, with the auto stop start, it kind of kicked in right there, but as soon as I let the truck fire up and I gave it gas, I could feel the electric motor kind of just say, okay, let's go. And then the rest of the engine came in when it needed to, and so that's convenient to have. Yeah, no, it's all in all, it feels good. It feels like everything's there and it engages at the proper points. There's not much more to it than that. This was basically just a quick view of seeing how this all works out, and I sure do like the way it runs and drives. It's very quiet in here. Very comfortable, like I said in the other videos. And even like you said there, Thomas, it'll even increase your fuel economy right off the hop. It'll cut down on, just how much gas you use right off the hop.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly it. Like, did you notice kind of once you got going there, obviously with the auto start stop, there was still very limited lag once you got going, because it basically just sets you back in your seat and you're going. So obviously where that 0 to 1500 RPM also tends to be some of the most gas usage that a vehicle is going to consume as well too. So ultimately when you've got a giant battery providing that extra torque, your vehicle, the gas engine, doesn't have to work as hard to get the momentum going on the vehicle. So yeah, no, it goes a long way for fuel economy too.
All right, so I turned off the auto stop start. And when we get up to a set of lights, I'll give it a whirl. Oh, let's just get going here. I have to say, I like how the gears are set up on this 8-speed automatic transmission. I like how it shifts. It keeps it in that growl range that you can hear the motor, and it's like, I like that tone.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's a very seamless 8-speed transmission. Really nice that way too. So
yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the GM 8-speed transmission, but I honestly have to say that new 10-speed, that thing is awesome.
Really, eh?
Yeah. The one where I drove in the Ford and everything, it didn't do as well. I don't know if it's just the truck didn't have enough time to warm up. When I took it out for that, that second or third test drive, it just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
But the one that the GM has, it feels just perfectly fine.
Yeah, it feels like it shifts very smooth.
Yeah, they've got their shifting on point,
Yep.
and it's paired perfectly with that motor. It's just like the 5.7 Hemi is perfectly paired with the 8-speed automatic transmission, and you wouldn't want to have it any other way.
No, it works really well. I don't imagine they're ever going to go back from an 8-speed. They do still offer the 6-speed transmission, column shifter if you want, but typically, the 8-speed is just taken off. People fall in love with it, and as you get more and more used to it, you do notice the fuel economy difference as well too. So.
Yeah. And one of the things I prefer having about GM, they kept the column shift. If you buy a lower trim Ram, you can get the column shift. You can get the button shift. You can get the dial shift here. But honestly, I don't know how many times I've pressed the brake and turned up the radio. So that's something.
Just takes practice to
yeah,
get used to
it's
it.
something you've got to get used to. Whereas you have a knob like this, and you could be driving, and then just you go to turn down the radio, and oops, you put your Ram in park.
See, now there's safety features towards that. It's not going to allow that to happen if you're moving. The dial shifter, believe it or not, is as odd as it is for people to get used to. The beauty of it is it's electronic. So it talks to itself and the computer in the vehicle. So it helps prevent a lot of that. So typically when you're in drive, you can pull it out of drive into neutral if you want, but it won't allow you to go to reverse or park before you're at ultimately basically a standstill point. So it is safe that way. I can reassure people for sure. But it takes a little bit of getting used to, just where people are used to the mechanical moving parts of an actual shifter. This is all electronic now, so there's less moving parts to break down as well too. So it's nice that way.
Yeah, and one of the other things is what we got. I'm gonna test out that auto stop start, or well, not because I have that off at the moment. So here's that button's down here. But I'm gonna test out. Just give it a little gas and let the electric motor do its job. I'll see how it reacts. I could kind of feel a slight transition there, like it was like the electric motor was already turning, and then I felt the gas part just come up, kick in, and just perfectly, just move it. So that's good. And so we're just doing a short loop. We'll give you guys a quick look at the motor and the component of it. And I think the battery is underneath you, isn't it?
Underneath me?
Yeah.
The big eTorque battery is actually, back behind your back seat, yes.
So
Probably a lot of people are going to have a lot of questions about that battery system. Is it safe if you get into an accident?
Yes, it is. It's a lithium battery, so much like hybrids and stuff like that, they're actually designed to take any sort of accident that way, damage, hitting of that, or fire, anything like that. They can actually handle that quite well. Be much similar to like I said, a battery on a hybrid vehicle. So no, their very crash safety ratings are right up there, just along with any other part of an engine. So.
Yeah, especially that's what I know a lot of people when hybrids first started coming out. People were like, "Is this gonna be safe?
Mm-hmm.
You know, is the battery gonna catch fire?"
Especially when the battery's underneath the seat, that's going to be a lot of questions people are going to ask about that one.
Yeah, because people want to know. Well, I've had a couple accidents. Do I want something that's gonna
Blow up.
potentially injure me very badly, or can I squeak away with it?
Yeah, and that's exactly it. Now, when it comes to, you know, taking hits and everything, the ion battery, it's not like, you know, it's compressed to the point where it's going to explode or anything that way.
Yeah, and there's no liquid in it.
No, exactly. Like at the end of the day, it's very safe. It's actually safer than most gas engines in general. So yeah.
Yep. All right.
Absolutely.
Well, so we'll have a look at the motor here and see what it looks like. All right. So if you come over and look over here, this is the e-torque. This is the generator, and this actually helps start up the motor when it's in its auto start-stop mode. Now, basically, it's a generator and it's a generator and a alternator at the same time. And it can also start the vehicle, which is nice, which is very common for a hybrid vehicle to have. So, let's come and look around a little bit more. You want to look at, there's no, hybrid cables running around that you can't really see. Nice clean engine bay to deal with.
Even if you wanted to, you can put your girlfriend in there. That's annoying. And then close the hood.
Oh boy, yeah, but never. We're not suggesting any crazy stuff, please. And so, basically, the battery would be behind where Thomas was sitting. So, pretty much right about here, actually. It would be right about down here somewhere. And unfortunately, there really isn't a way to actually look at it. I mean, even if we did lift up the seats, all you see is your storage truck.
It would be behind here.
It could be about behind here is where I'm thinking it would be. But, and even this truck has some nice underseat storage.
Even if you want to leave it up for when if you're working or something, you can put your tools on the floor, on a very nice floor.
Yep. Nice floor, nice thick floor mats. Dropping that back down. Yeah, I got it. There we go. Well, yeah, that's pretty much the same thing. The truck has the same amount of features as the other truck does.
Heated, cool. Your heated, cool seats, your USB ports, and your plug-in. So, yeah.
Ooh, I like the smell of the new truck.
Oh, I know.
Especially when it's been running, that's for sure. So, thank you for watching our videos, and hope you enjoyed this quick little overview of the Ram. And stay tuned for more videos. Have a great day.
And don't forget to check out Dodge and Ram. The guy named Thomas can help you out with that.
Where's
And
Thomas?
Hey!
He can help you with that. And
Absolutely.
like,
I'm
subscribe.
short.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah!
Like, subscribe. See you guys next time.
Absolutely.